Hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Because without you guys, this would be nothing. And I appreciate all the great comments and everything else. Now, what we've been doing is we've been trying to do a player a day that the Dallas Cowboys are interested in. And one of those players is T.J. Watt. Now, of course, he's got the pedigree because he's the third Watt that plays football. And, of course, we all know about J.J. Watt and how much of a freak he has been on the field. Now, when I look at TJ, he's 6'4", good height, about 255 pounds. So I think he needs to get a little bit more weight on that frame. He runs a 4.69 40, not bad, but here's one of those things that I always tell you about as far as the 40-yard dash, especially with linemen. It's not so much that 40-yard dash speed, because very rarely are you going to run 40 yards. It's more of that first step, that quick motion, the first couple of steps, where you're able to make those moves. Well, that's where I think it's his weakness, is that first step. He doesn't have that much speed and quickness just yet, and he doesn't have that many moves down pat. And part of that may be because he's really only had 1 year as a full-time starter. And like I said, it was actually a very good season. 59 tackles, 10.5 sacks. So I think he's going to need to get a little bit more work. Now, most draft projections have him a first or second round pick. Is a guy that, you definitely like his work ethic. You definitely like the pedigree. And it's definitely a guy that you could be interested in. The question is, who else will be ahead of him that you can go for? Let's look at some of the tape, and we'll see what you guys think. Yeah, those are really good highlights, and he is not a bad player at all. Although I don't think he's at the level of, say, Terrell Besham. I think that guy would actually be a much, much better pick. I mean, I know their speed is about the same, but Besham has a little bit more weight, a little bit more girth to him, and I think he has a better first step and some better moves. But again, if you can get a guy of this quality in the second round and all that, I say, hey, go for it. And I'm hoping that the Dallas Cowboys will have an opportunity where they can possibly trade back and turn that number one pick into a couple of picks. So you never know. It may be you see a guy like a T.J. Watt and, there's another guy that you're interested in, say a cornerback, and you can move back, get that cornerback, get an extra pick, and then pick up a guy like this. That is value trading in the NFL, and one of those things that I always look for. We did it with Travis Frederick. We ended up trading back with the 49ers, picked him up, and with the extra pick, we picked up Williams. So it's not like it's unheard of. So we'll be looking at some more players coming up Don't forget, tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern, Friday night, we will be live streaming. So be sure to join in so that way we can get your comments and stuff read on air. We may even be taking some phone calls, and we will also have Law Nation in the house. So as always, friends, I'm Mark Holmes. This is Cowboy Jobu, and thank you for watching the Jobu Sports Report.